Welcome back, everybody, to episode 216 of the Lookout Podcast. I'm, of course, Meelz. I'm here with LJ himself. Also here with AD himself. AD, I accidentally muted your mic. But now you're back.
Oh, yeah. I'm back. Back on.
Okay. A little bit of interesting circumstances this week. AD, even though I said, AD, you're going to a wedding this weekend, you can totally not show up for the episode if you want to. This is the benefit of three-man. You insisted on showing up to this episode. You said, I cannot, on my second week of being full-time co-host of this pod, I cannot miss this pod.
Oh, yeah. The joy of being remote, you know?
I was like, AD, you can totally miss this pod. Like, come on, man. Think of it like you sign into a new company, but you told them you already had this vacation planned. Like,
yeah, but like, I don't know. For me, that's not a good look, especially when it's like, dang, man, my first time. I'm starting finally. I get my starter minutes. And now I'm injured.
I took off the first 3 months. You're fine. Like, you're.
It was good. It was fun. We will be back with more soon.
Well, what are you guys planning on covering?
The next arc of One Piece, which will be Punk Hazard.
Well, you guys want to do that. I was like, damn, I was thinking, fresh off My Hero, do a little bit of My Hero. Had a great episode this weekend.
Oh yeah, fantastic!
It was super fire. We can do that too.
Some people calling it episode of the year. But
people? Are you people?
No, Sports Illustrated is saying it. Bleacher Report is saying it.
Who they got in the room?
No, I mean, great people. You know what I'm saying? It's not just me who's saying it. You know what I'm saying? It's other people who are saying it. Like, why would it just be me? But people are saying, anime episode of the year. Who am I to disagree? Have I seen anything better? We'll see.
Meelz said sources.
Well, have you seen a singular great anime episode of the year? Like, oh my god, 10 out of 10.
I'm trying to think back because there was an episode 11 of something this year that I did.
There was Daima and the Daima. I'm not sure if that's a 10 out of 10 for you. But he becomes an adult again and starts being the nigga ass and shit. There was
Daima was this year, huh?
Wow, yeah, the second part of Daima was definitely this year.
What a year!
There was that really great episode of Dr. Stone, which was 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah,
there was.
I'll always put up the exorcism for the entire. Dang, how can I? It's really all of Don this entire second.
One
half.
10 out of 10 episode. We're going episode, just one episode. If you had to nominate an episode,
it would probably be the exorcism.
Yeah, exorcism episode was really good.
What else dropped this year? I forget. I'm trying to go through your watch list. I'm
gonna give it a Takapi episode 1 and episode 6. Either or.
10 out of 10s, huh? Okay. Listen.
Yeah. Crazy man, bro.
Throw 3 or 10s up in there. Let's see. MHA Vigilantes. Solo leveling probably has a 10 out of 10 somewhere. The Apocryphy Diaries, no 10 out of 10s for Apocryphy Diaries, just a straight.
Everything is like a solid 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10.
Okay, I can respect that. I respect the honesty. Yeah, it's not just me who's saying it. You know what I'm saying? In the great words of Becky Lynch, it's not just me who's saying it. Other people are saying it. Sports Illustrated is saying it. Bleacher Report is saying it. So I don't feel bad about essentially saying it's one of the best anime episodes of the year, and it's so gratifying. There's very rare you see a dude protagonist, which means like the second protagonist in this series really get his just due. Also, I made him the background of my phone, so that's how much I'm in there like swimwear. You know what I'm saying?
Would you make the background your phone?
Bakugo. I'll show you. Hold on.
just
It's a
I just want
there's a
people to remember who the GOAT is.
yeah. I mean, I have multiple My Hero
AD, what's
backgrounds.
your current phone background right now?
It's very head ass. It's the plug and play logo.
So yeah, it's I saw it on. I go through my Hero stand goes through very quickly. I look up like screenshots of the thing just to see how beautiful the art is. And then I go and then I download some of them and then I repurpose them for backgrounds and stuff like that. So I have this. Another background that I have on my phone is who do I have? I have Gohan running away from a dinosaur. I have Trunks killing Cell. I have LeBron, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant at the Olympics. I have BMO. I have another My Hero one. I have Roman Reigns. I haven't used that in a while. Dobby. Goku standing on Nappa's head. Goku and Raccoon. One of the artworks that I got a while ago, Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2, but in that tournament thing where he's wearing this Great Saiyan Man outfit. And then a couple ones. So yeah, I have my, it depends how I'm feeling, I might want to be inspired by something different. So I change it accordingly every time.
I only got like a handful. Like the main two that I see are like Capcom, all the Capcom characters, so like Mega Man, Resident Evil, Street Fighter, all the compilation of them, and then Xenoblade and Xenosaga. If you know that series, Jay know what I'm talking about. All of those characters because they just had their like 25th anniversary or something recently, so they put out a big artwork for that. That's probably one of my two biggest ones.
I got a Reggie Jackson is currently my current background. A bunch of Kaya. She usually sets that herself. She set it to where it just shuffles through all her photos. She made a folder for all her photos in my phone. So now there's one set like that. Got an Astro Boy one. Got a Michael Jordan one. I got one where it's Vegeta turning into a Great Ape, but he's like mid-change. I got the Tyshawn Jones one where he kickflipped in the subway. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
What do you? So if you had to say, and this is way deeper than I thought this would be, but we're getting to Chainsaw Man. Don't worry. Like, what are your qualifications for picking the background of your phone? Does it just have to look cool? Does it have to be inspiring? Does it have to make you think? Do you just have to like it? Like,
it has. I just have to like it, and it has to look cool, and it has to be something that interests me. Like, cause sometimes like I'll just someone will post something on their story on Instagram. Maybe it's just like a quote or like or something. And I'll just screenshot it, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Like sometimes I like motivational things, but no, like usually though, as long as it looks cool and it it crops properly.
Yeah, that's the biggest part.
As long as it crops properly and it looks cool, it can be on the background.
I hate the ones where it has to be, landscape mode, and it's a fucking phone, bro. Why am I doing a desktop wallpaper and I gotta hold that bit sideways, So I need a lot of the more phone oriented things like that. But yeah, I'm pretty much with LJ.
Okay, turn that up. Let's head over to the world of Chainsaw Man season 1. We're recapping this because coming out this Friday, actually probably this Thursday, actually maybe on Wednesday, this week, Chainsaw Man the movie, the Reze Arc. Reze?
I think it's Reze.
Reze?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. The Reze Arc, that's going to be a bitch to repronounce in my brain. The Reze Arc,
the Rizzler arc.
Totally, Riz, Huz, all that type of shit in this arc, man. Come on. Is officially premiering in theaters in the United States and North America this week. Super excited. I already bought my tickets. I bought my tickets, and apparently no one else we were the first two in the theater to buy the ticket. So that should, I don't know if that's an indication of how this movie is going or if I'm incredibly early. But looking forward to seeing it this Friday. Are you guys going to see it this week? Considering we also have to talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I will. I think I'm gonna see it on Thursday.
Okay. Everybody on their JOB. You know what I'm saying? Who's you going solo? Ryan solo?
Yeah, my movie partner can't come see this movie, so.
Oh well, sometimes it be the movies. You know what I'm saying? But also, you know what? Sometimes you need a formative. You don't want to completely warp her brain, but sometimes you
Yeah,
need
I
a chainsaw just slowly jagging across somebody's head, and
I think right now Demon Slayer is as far as I'm willing to take it with her.
I feel you. Okay, I
like
respect it.
even like Demon Slayer is probably as far as I can take it right now.
Well, chainsaw gets a little erotic at times.
Yeah, it gets a little too like she can deal with the fighting and stuff, but after watching this first season, I'm just like, yeah, there's a reason why.
So this first season, believe it or not, when we announced this, was fully available on YouTube, courtesy of Crunchyroll. They had a stream last week, a watch stream last week, which I've been begging them to do. Recap season, recap arcs, recap anything, especially if you have a movie coming out. So they did that. They showed the entire first season, and it's in full on YouTube, left it up for weeks. It was a great experience. It's down now. They took it down. They were like, fuck you, go see a movie. But it was a glorious experience catching up through that, just having to leave it and set it, not replay it. I promise you, my rankings are, if it's on YouTube, I'll watch it there first. Then if it's on Netflix, I'll watch it there. And then if it's on neither one of those and it's on Crunchyroll, then I guess I'll default to Crunchyroll. Just because, Crunchyroll, you have to get up and move, and then they tell you it's only in Japanese for the next episode, so you kind of gotta agree to those terms. But Chainsaw Man,
they definitely do strong arm you. They'd be like, we only got this available in one language right now.
Yeah, after this, do you want to get up and
hit the button?
Yeah, and then I'll be like, oh, come on, man, just play the fucking episode. If it's in Japanese, I'll take it off if I don't want to hear it. Like, come on, just keep going. With that said, I want to do this. It's a quick reminder that this season premiered in 2022. This season came out 3 years ago. Would love to let you guys know what Mappa has been doing between the premiere of Chainsaw Man and the premiere of this movie. Between that, Mappa has worked on season 2 of Vinland Saga, which was good. Yay, nay, eh?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Season 2 of Vinland Saga. I did not watch it. I saw season 1. Season 1 is really good. Did not see season 2. And I've probably read maybe a quarter of the manga.
Okay. Hell's Paradise.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's real hip hop right there, baby. We're back January 2026. Let's get it.
All right. JJK season 2. We've talked about that.
Too much.
Ranma 1/2. Or
Kaya's
over 2.
favorite anime.
There you go. And season 2's out.
Yeah, season 2 is out.
All right. So the Ranma's 1/2.
Currently running.
Season 1 and season 2. Lazarus.
Let's get it. Real hip hop.
This anime called Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. I haven't seen it, but absurd name. Zenshu. News to me. And the Attack on Titan finale. Both parts. So Mappa has been working steadily since Chainsaw Man Volume 1. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think that there has been a better animated anime since Chainsaw Man than Mappa has done since then. I feel like just the human elements of it, the random assortment of things that has been occurred in this series, like this is one beautifully animated anime, in my opinion. It might be one of the best that Mappa has done consistently from top to bottom. Like I can't.
For sure. Yeah. From episode 1 on, they didn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, it's a crazy experience. It's a crazy thing to go through, but it's You know what? It's also crazy to go back to season 1, considering how far we are in the series. And if you're on the ride with us, and if you're reading the manga, and if you already know kind of like what happens, it's kind of crazy going back to season 1 of this series and kind of really exploring what the hell has happened, because this ends up being like, this is fully the origin story of Denji. This is like, I don't know if anyone. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I think you're right. It's rewatching this and kind of seeing Denji's motive in the beginning, and I don't feel his motives changed too much, but like his behavior and connection to them, to where he is at now, where I feel that now he's a bit more self-aware with certain things. Yeah, it's kind of like who is his character is now is completely different from who his character was in the beginning of all this.
Yeah, I feel like in going from like manga to anime, they give more life and depth to his character, because like a lot of the things that he says in the beginning feel like it's supposed to be played off as jokes, but it's really more when you see him on screen, he really doesn't have that life experience, and you could tell just like from his expressions and everything that, you know, the animation that Mappa gives him and all the characters and Into the World is it says something about the direction that how they wanted to take it. And you remember it, like when the season first came out, a lot of people were angry about the direction that they were giving it. But I feel like they did a really good job in showcasing a lot of these characters and really pushing like, no, this is a more down to earth type of story, quote unquote, you know, considering the material, but just like the growth that he has in like giving him these different types of experiences and showing how he as a character can develop and has developed from where he was and what he wants. When he finds a goal, what's the next thing for him? You know, things that, you know, just it's really truly the life experience of Denji, you know.
This is one of the I have two things to say. One, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Pretty Woman, but
love that film.
Yeah, this is like the male pathetic version of Pretty Woman. And Denji is the pretty woman.
Yeah, definitely.
And two, the only critique I remember watching, oh my god, what's his name? He used to do this every week and then he stopped doing it. And then I got mad at him because he didn't finish My Hero Academia.
Mark?
Yeah, totally not Mark. I remember when he covered the series, I think the only major critique that he had was if you look at the manga and kind of like how the manga is colored, they have very vibrant, you know, distinct kind of like coloring palette to the series, where this was very much so all muted, like incredibly muted. And it kind of took away the kind of like essence of the series. Also, I think he felt like there's no background music. It's meant to actually come off as like a Western movie kind of thing. So there isn't any background music. There isn't really a soundtrack. There really isn't any other than like the fucking 12 different ending of it, which was amazing. But which will probably never happen again, because having a license 12 songs for one season of an anime is kind of crazy. But it's meant to really come off as kind of like a Western movie in terms of like silence, no hokey shit, no like big, you know, wet drip signs over the head. No, none of that. It's really meant to come off as an incredibly realistic thing. But also there's so much comedy and so much random things that happen in the show that he felt like it kind of like loses a little bit of that spirit of it. Which I agree in a sense, but then I also don't agree. But also, because Chainsaw Man is very like, how would I say?
Okay,
irreverent in a way.
When we're talking about the comedy in Chainsaw Man, like 50% of it is like, oh, jokey jokes and like, let's make this funny. And the other 50% is, it's not that it's funny because it's funny because it's like kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like situationally funny too. Like,
it's not anime funny.
Yeah, you know, like it's not like, you know, blood
JJK.
splurting out blood splurting out the nose because you're horny, like funny.
Yeah. It doesn't follow those conventions at all. And oh my God, what's his name? Fujimoto, the sicko, made sure not to really follow those conventions. That's just not even really his style. I mean, you look at all the Fujimoto works, you could look back, look at what's the other one? What's the other joint? The Fujimoto joint. But you
we got Fire Punch, unless you're talking about the animations.
I'm talking about the other one shot. I forgot what the other one shot was called.
Oh, the Goodbye Eerie. There
you go. Like those, a lot more realistic in tone, don't really follow the standard conventions of anime. If anything, this is probably the most like standard anime that he's done, and this is also kind of off of its rocker. But we've talked about the first episode before on this podcast, probably in 2022, of kind of going through the series, seeing what it's about. It's kind of the grim story of Denji. I completely forgot he sold his eye and his balls and his other kidneys and all this other stuff to pay back the Yakuza. And then the Yakuza pretty much sent him for dead. And it was about to like totally kill him with these other devils. And then he turns into Chainsaw Man, and the rest is history. I feel like a great way to introduce and kind of like go through this season one, not necessarily plot points of arcs, not necessarily major points of the show. It's kind of really establishing the cast of the show, because from episode 1 to episode 2, we're introduced to Makima. Makima is just, again, if you read as far as we've read, Makima's, she's no longer a thing, but head of Division 4, just unsettling, but also
she got she's like evil, but got like mad sex appeal. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's definitely an experience going through Makima. But one thing she noticed is that it feels like she's always in control of everything that's happening in the show, from top to bottom. I mean, when you look at the best Makima moments in the show in this first season, other than the obvious, one of the ones that stood out, and we'll get back to the her getting shot in the train thing and then pulling up, her altercation with the mob.
Yeah.
Wait, the Yakuza's like, all right, so what's going on here? And she's like, I need you guys I'm trying to do what's best for blah, 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 blah. And he's like, you don't understand. If we disband, the Chinese mob is going to show up. The Russian mob is going to show up. All the other mobs are going to show up. We're the one protecting them, the city, from all that other stuff going on. And she doesn't care. And in fact, in the most gruesome way possible, she manages to get her way. She's in fully control of this situation, where she shows up with the eyeballs of everyone in their family in a bag and says, listen, I can put these back if you want. The nature of the thing is, you're going to do what I say. You know what I'm saying? Her big thing.
The moment on the train,
right? Well, hold on, getting into that. But the big thing in this show is that she wants to find the gun devil, and the gun devil is something that's been terrorized. It's pretty much been unfindable, been terrorizing people to the point where they even had to ban guns. But then you see, as we head into the moment in itself, people show up with guns, and she has questions. She has answers. She's like, oh, we banned guns. Where y'all niggas get guns from? You know what I'm saying? They end up getting it from the gun devil. But the moment on the train, where, again, it comes out of nowhere. This is very Western in how it's like developed. There's no like music. You think of a moment like, for instance, when Krillin dies in Dragon Ball, and it's kind of like they play up the moment. Something feels awry. Something feels wrong. And then you see Krillin dead, and it's, dun, 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 like one of those things. Oh, Krillin.
died in a suit, bro.
There's none of that.
Yeah. Even the framing of the scene for Makima on the train, where it's like it's across the train aisle, and like that's a very Western movie. Like you'll see that on like
because it just comes out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah,
it just poof, the old lady with the thing. It just pulls up and offs the two special division people.
Well, she offs one of them, and then the next episode it shows because it's Kobeni there too.
Right.
You know, they played a flashback of how she took out the old lady with the gun and everything. It's like, oh shit, like even that moment is kind of crazy because it just comes out of nowhere. Like Kobeni, I don't know if we want to get into this, but like just the cast of characters and like who actually does survive. And
Yeah, because not a lot of people survive. But
yeah,
you know, it just, I think every character lends a different part to the show, but Makima is definitely the most unsettling, but she's firmly in control of, like, she's the one who helps move the plot along essentially and establishing new things. And when we get to the moment, of course, she gets shot. Then she pops back up and like nothing happened, and then kills everyone on that train, and then says, "You know what? Here's what I need." She doesn't even miss a beat, doesn't flinch, doesn't anything. She got blood all over her. She's just like, "Yo, I might need some new clothes, maybe, baby."
He says, "Is there a Saks Fifth around here?"
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So she then pulls up and says, "Actually, I need everyone who's on death row. I need about how many of them? 1, 2, 3. There's gonna be like 30 of them." And she pulls up, and it's the temple scene. I mean, this is again a very iconic scene as well. It's not going to be the most iconic panel of the show. I'm still interested in how they animate it, but this one is fully iconic in the way it's delivered, where she begins. I mean, I don't even know what the technique is fully. But she uses whatever technique that she has, which is like the first time you really see her being able to use, the first time you explicitly see her. How about that? Because she's already used her technique in a sense. We just haven't seen it, or we haven't noticed it yet. But this is the first time she explicitly uses her technique. She, things her hands, click, click, clow. Suddenly, heads are twisted off. It's fucking insane.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we got the Katana Man on the other side of this,
fearing for his life. I mean, he's in the same. He's low key kind of just like a bootleg Denji, but it is what it is. It's in a similar boat.
Bro, he's not as strong as they try to make him feel, because he low key got washed twice in the beginning.
Yeah.
But he got beat twice, and then old girl had to save him, and then finally he was able to have like some type of real fight.
Right.
But he was dead. He died. He died twice.
I mean, Denji also died. So it is, I guess it's a body for body. Moving on from Makima, we also have Aki in the show, who's established also, I believe, in episode 2, and especially through episode 3. And I feel for this incredibly normal person. Who I'm sure applied to a job I guess his intention for applying to the job was revenge. So maybe it's on him. Maybe just take the L in your life and keep it pushing, and just, shout out to my brother. You know what I'm saying? We could have just done that. I lived my life, shout out to my brother, but he was like, nah, I need revenge on the gun devil. First of all, that shit is hilarious. I don't know if you also think the way his brother died was incredibly hilarious.
No, that is kind of like it. I did laugh a little bit because it's just like, hey, go back to the house. I need to grab something.
You need to grab some gloves. Hey, brother, I'll be right back. And he goes, he shuts the door, and vroom. Whole house gone, bro. Gone. Completely wasted. He doesn't even know what happened. They said the gun devil killed 1.2 million people in 5 minutes. And has never been seen again. I was like, ain't that a gun for you? But But they also making sure to note that the reason why the gun devil is so strong is because of fear of people's guns. So it's like the fear of things that determine how strong an actual devil is, which is very, very interesting. So the gun devil is definitely one of the more powerful devils that there is. And he got started because of a terrorist attack in America, which is incredibly realistic.
Shout out to the Second Amendment.
Okay, so listen, I know the premise of this is like how strong a devil is based on how much fear it garners, right? How many people are actually afraid of chainsaws? Are people really afraid of chainsaws like that?
I think it's because of the movie, though. Like in universe.
Do you know someone who's gotten a limb or a thing cut off?
Yeah, I actually do.
There you go. I knew one too.
But it's okay. It's just like,
I don't want to say new. He's still alive.
What are we consider, or is like a table saw in a wood shop class? Is that gonna be thrown in the chainsaw area in the realm of chainsaws?
I don't know, but I feel like a table saw devil probably can handle his biz also. You know what I'm saying? Table saw devil. I mean, I don't think you really fear table saws. It's more of an accident, but you fear chainsaws. I mean, you think of movies. What's the fucking movie? Is it
Chainsaw Massacre?
There you go. Come on. Movies like that establish
that chainsaws are scary?
Yeah.
If you hear that, you definitely gotta.
I don't know. It's just like, if you put, I just think that there's a higher, because
Katana Man. Come on, man. You're not afraid of katanas?
Not really.
I mean, you're not afraid of katanas, but Katana Man showed up. You're like, God damn, that motherfucker.
Well, I mean, if any nigga showed up to my house and their
with a katana, well, no, if anyone showed up to your crib with a katana, you'd be like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? You know, there's rightful fear of their weapons, so there has to be.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I get it. They're weapons. I was just, listen, Chainsaw Man is considered the strongest in the whole demon realm.
Yes,
one of.
Oh.
So I'm just saying, how high is his fear of chainsaw? Like, I wouldn't put chainsaws as a top fear. Now they had like the public speaking devil.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking. Public speaking devil.
Public speaking devil? What?
It's we'll go through some devils in the first season. We'll go through some devils in the first season. I have a list, so no worries. And we'll talk about the fear factor of all of them involved. But Aki's going through his show as a very pathetic man bun.
Yeah, his man bun is so bad. I'm so glad you brought that up.
I'm glad too. It's kind of wild.
It's a little top knot.
Yeah, nah, that's a no aura top knot.
Like AJ Styles sometimes try to do a bun at the top. I'm like, bro, you don't have enough hair. Like, relax. Like, it just is what it is. But Aki comes in kind of really as the adult in the room, more than the adult in the room, and he's essentially head of the Division 4 and pretty much the head of the team who's supposed to take care of Denji, and then also Power, who is now introduced in the show as well. Power, who is childish, gritty, kind of a bitch, but also kind of fun. And quite honestly, maybe the most cosplayed girl of 2023.
Between her and Makima.
Yeah, between her and Makima. So, we have those established. They spent the first couple of episodes as pretty much establishing the cast and what we're going to do, and then they kind of established the trouble. They first established the relationship between Denji and Power by Power attempting to get Denji fed to the Bat Devil in order to save her cat. And of course, the Bat Devil's like, fuck both of you. I don't give a shit. And he tastes gross, nasty. So he flies off, doesn't get back the cat, also eats Power. So Denji has to save her despite being
betrayed.
Yeah. In the sense, so he saves her, kills the Bat Devil, then the Leech Devil shows up and also tries to get some, to which Aki has to show up and use the Fox Devil, which the Fox Devil is an interesting devil. make a contract. That this is the first time we're like introduced to contracts. I mean, not the it's not the first time. It's like one of the first explicit times we're introduced to contracts regarding devils, and it's the Fox Devil essentially having to say like, "Yo, you got to eat a part of you to make me work out." So he gives up his skin. He gives up all these other things. A lot of regarding with Aki is that he has to give up a lot during the show, whether he wants to or not. He's lost friends. He's lost family members. He's lost his skin. I think at some point he loses one of his body parts. He has to lose a lot in this show to be able to even the odds, which is crappy. It's you're working at a deficit in order to even meet the person of where he's at, and his whole thing is like he wants to get back to Gun Devil for killing his brother.
The working on a deficit reminds me of the Everybody Hates Chris episode where Julius asks about the bills, and the mom is like, "I'm like the government. We work on a deficit."
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, it could not be more true than anything in the show. Again, the plot is then established after all the characters are established. The plot is then established of Makima essentially wanting Denji to kill the Gun Devil. Says, "I think you can kill the Gun Devil," because she knows something about Chainsaw Man that we don't know about Chainsaw Man. And that Chainsaw Man is incredibly strong for whatever particular fucking reason. Mind you, Denji's like the weirdest homeless kid who's also kind of stupid, who's also he just got nothing going for him. It's kind of insane. Like, I don't think look at his teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, who has teeth like that? You know,
he got some dolphins, man.
Yeah,
shark teeth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, who has teeth like that? You know,
what's the old kids book? I think it's like Stanley or something like that. The dirty kid who always was like getting in trouble.
Yeah. He's given a little what do they call it? He's given a little pig pen. You know what I'm saying, from Charlie Brown. It's given a little pig pen ate Pochita and became a devil.
That is funny, man. Don't talk about my guy Penn like that.
Why is he always dirty, bro? This thing is disgusting.
Come on, man. He's from Minnesota. We got a lot of mud out here. He's from the.
Is he from Minnesota? Is Pigpen from Minnesota?
Yeah. The whole universe is set in Minnesota.
I had
Minnesota.
I had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Wow. The more you know,
Schultz, man. What St. Paul legend?
And yeah, this is just an accurate depiction of kid life in Minnesota. Just niggas like Charlie Brown.
The reason why a lot of these characters are named after actual people too, his actual friends. But the reason why
only he got to be an old ass nigga to have a friend named Peppermint Patty.
Yeah, no, he's definitely an old ass nigga. But no, he
he's also dead too. Shout out to him.
Super dead. Yeah, St. Paul Central though, baby. St. Paul Central Hall of Fame. But no, the reason why Charlie Brown has his shirt is the color the way it is because the person that he's based on went to a high school here called De La Salle, and their colors are black and yellow. Like everything in Charlie Brown is based off of some Minnesota shit.
I learned something new today. But so they want to kill the Gun Devil. They have to find pieces of the Gun Devil, which are in various devils. So their first stop is the hotel, and they come across an Eternity Devil as a team. And it actually takes a while to beat it, like a couple days. It's not my favorite arc of the show. It's actually probably my least favorite arc of this first season is the Eternity Devil arc. I'm not sure if y'all feel the same. Just because it was kind of like, it was in the middle, it's kind of there. They go back to it again. Also, that JJK thing as well, right there, the Infinity.
The little moment, like with the flashback arc.
Yeah. So the Infinity one, so it just is like that. And then, from there on, they're having lunch, and that's when Katana Man and his man show up and start killing everyone on the cast. So that's kind of thing. I want to go through before we head to kind of like the final stretch of this, and be clear, people, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't again, this is a formal kind of like recap of the show, 1 episode recap. If we did the formal recap where we did it over a number of episodes, there'd be a lot more detail involved. But we're kind of just giving our overall thoughts on it, considering this is a 1 episode thing that we're establishing, and we'll talk about the movie in a little bit. I want to go through a little devils. Just tell me the fear factor on a 1 to 10 for these devils that are shown in season 1 of the show. All right.
Let's do it.
First devil's the tomato devil.
0.
Yeah.
All right. 1. I don't really like tomatoes, but 2, marshmallow devil.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, me either.
That reminds me, what is it? The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters? I mean, like 0, bro.
Yeah, it's in the show, but it's not like crazy. You know?
Yeah, nah, we're good. 0.
Sea cucumber devil.
Now, the way that it looked, probably like a 3 or 4, but really,
Okay, wait. What's our scale? We doing 1 through 10? We doing 1 through 5?
1 through 10.
1 through 10. Okay. Let me look up what a sea cucumber looks like.
No point somethings, just whole numbers, please.
it's literally like a 0.
Yeah, nah. Give it a 2, just because in real life this thing is kind of scary.
Yeah,
It's kind of it does its thing. Bat devil.
I'll give it like a 4.
Nah, I'm giving that a 6.
I'm giving that like an 8. Have you ever had a bat fly into your house? Are you insane?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nah, I'm right. I know what, you're right. 7. I'm giving it a 7.
Yeah.
Giving it a
nuts?
7.
A bat flies into my house, it's fucking over, bro. It's a wrap.
We had a bat in our basement one time as a kid, and I didn't go into the. I just closed the door. I don't know how, if the bat got out. I didn't know what. I just know I didn't open that door to the basement.
Yeah, there you
for
go.
a very long time.
80 like bats, whatever, bro. I live with the bats.
Hey man, listen, it just doesn't like, it doesn't put any fear in me for real, because it's not like it's gonna bite me or anything like that. Like if it does,
How the fuck you know, bro?
hey
You
man,
haven't seen The Office?
Dracula. AD and the D stands for Dracula.
hey man, say less. Hey,
Leech devil.
now that's probably like a 6.
6. Wow. Leeches in real life are not that big though. They're kind of small. I mean, it would be unsettling, but yeah.
It's the squirminess of it. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
but bats are all right. Well,
Yeah, and Leech 5. Give me a 5 on the Leech Devil.
I'll give it a 4. Yeah. Fox devil. Not in the show, but would you be if a fox showed up?
No, I love foxes though.
Yeah, that's maybe like a 1 or a 2 at most.
I'm giving that like a 7. If a fox showed up in New York City, I'm crossing the street.
I love foxes, man. What? I'll give it a 4 because I want to give my man some type of, prowess in these streets, but
Sure. Yeah.
I gotta make him look somewhat strong. But no, I love foxes. Fox Devil, I'd make a deal with the Fox Devil. We did learn that the Fox Devil has multiple contracts with multiple people, so
He's a very popular devil, he just does his thing. Summon when he summon. Gun devil.
10.
Afraid of you or guns. Yeah, 10 is.
10.
I just Google a picture of a gun and I'm just like, oof. It is it's scary. I know. Go ahead, Jamal.
Listen, the first thing they teach you in the gun safety class is don't be afraid of it. But Gun Devil, I give it a strong 9. 9
Okay.
point. Yeah. Oh, no points.
No points. No points. We're doing whole numbers.
9. I'll give it a 9.
Okay. Fish devil.
What kind of fish?
Gefilte fish.
It's up to you at this point.
Because I'm saying we got the shark fiend, so I'm like,
I give it a 6. Have you ever ate fish with the bones in it?
Yeah, all the
I have a
time.
near-death experience every fucking time. I'll tell you that.
Hey man, listen.
Listen, that just makes a man out of you. The
Yeah.
red snapper, fried whole.
Yeah.
I legitimately I try to avoid Bones every time Bone tries to take me out. This podcast could have been over years ago if I continued to eat fish at a level like that.
Now,
No?
I'll say like maybe a 4 or 5 because just seeing the fish head as I'm trying to eat it is another thing. But
Yeah.
like, nah.
Okay. LJ?
What, Fish Devil? 5.
Okay. Eternity Devil.
Yeah, that's a strong 8.
Yeah,
I'm
8 or
giving this
9.
Yeah, I'm giving this a 9. Anything for Eternity is not what I really want to deal with.
And even that whole scene where it's just like how you even defeat it. It's like a game of attrition.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, yo, just kill me. Like, get me out of here. This has been a hard 3 days of me trying to face this chainsaw, brother. Get me out of here, bro. Ghost Devil?
That's a 9.
Spooky in the show and spooky off the show. So
yeah, nah, Ghost. Those are the scary movies that really scare me.
Mm.
Guy stuff, the things that have to do with spiritual things like that's the stuff I get scared. The slashers and everything else that does nothing for me.
Snake Devil.
That's like a 7 or 8.
Yeah, I'll give it a
strong 8.
I'm gonna give it an 8 because of how it appears in the show the first time you see it, and it just kills another devil, and you're like, oh, lit.
Angel Devil. Well, no, it's not Angel Devil.
I thought it was.
It is Angel Devil. Angel Devil.
Were you scared of angels?
No. I'm sure someone is.
I'll say 2, only because you know how they have some of those biblically accurate depictions of angels or whatever.
Okay, keep going.
No. If you just look up those, it's like, all right, this is kind of unsettling. This might be a little unsettling here.
Okay, all right. You know what? I fuck with it. LJ, Angels. 2. I'm not even scared of Weiss. I don't give a damn. Fuck that nigga up. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what Ultra Instinct you got, bro. I'll give it a 1. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Angels.
I give it a 2 just because, you know, if you ever read the Bible, they just kind of appear. I don't really like people just appearing in my business.
This isn't necessarily a devil, but it's established in the show. I believe they call him, is he the Shark Fiend? Yes, the Shark Fiend.
Yeah. So that's probably like a good 8.
Yeah, I'm scared of fiends of all kind.
So. Yes. Any variety.
A large variety of fiends, and I'm scared of every single one of them. So,
absolutely. So, yeah, I'll give it a 10. Fiend, sharks, both of them together don't even seem like a big
Yeah.
Sharks are scary alone.
Yeah.
Then you throw the fiend in there, you're kind of just like, all right, this guy is liable to do anything for
absolutely.
Anything.
Okay, let's hurry up and wrap this thing up. Another character that's established during this is Kishibe, who trains Power and Denji in a sense, but also likes him, but also seems to be the only character who's like, this Makima girl has been suspect for a hot minute. I like him. He's giving me Nanami vibes. Also, you know.
Oh, he absolutely hates his job.
Yeah.
He just paid.
Yeah, but so he's giving me those kind of vibes, but he seems to kind of really be the only person with a kind of real major grip on reality. Again, we go through the situation where the public safety are attacked by the Yakuza for killing the Yakuza's original granddad or who the fuck it was. They go through that entire fight. Mad people die. Aki goes through his crisis, his internal crisis about what he's doing in life. That one public safety person quits. Shout out to him. He's just like, nah, I'm out. Eventually, we get to the final thing. He makes a contract. Aki makes a contract with the future devil, who promises that he will die in the most gruesome way possible, and laughs about it. the future. Future. And he gets the power of the future devil, which allows him to see into the future. All the future devil needs is a contract he just wants to see through his right eye. He goes through the show. They go through the last part of the show. It's Chainsaw Man versus Katana Man. They go 1-on-1. They flying through buildings, flying through trains. Eventually, Chainsaw Man manages to defeat Katana Man, and then the season ends with both of them kicking them in the balls.
Great bonding moment.
Absolutely. Fujimoto, true sicko. It was a great revisit through this first season. I'll tell you that. It's an enjoyable experience. A quick, clean 12 episodes. Like not long, didn't feel long. Drama kind of all the way through.
That stretch from episode 7, which is my favorite episode. That stretch from episode 7 though to the end, that was just an immaculate run.
Yeah.
Is episode 7 your favorite because of the vomit in his mouth?
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah, but no, it's not because of vomit in his mouth.
If that has ever happened, if that ever happened to you, what would be your? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask your reaction. I don't think anybody's reaction would be insane.
Yeah, you know, like there is no real appropriate reaction. I feel someone throws up in your mouth while making out with you, you have the complete right to react. And however you need to react, that doesn't include violence.
Oh, because I was about to say I'm about to give someone a riptide. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. Okay, listen, it depends on how far we're going, but no, it really is. I think it's just a great episode. I think it really captures the essence of what the fuck Chainsaw Man is about. Because you start this episode with them finally breaking out of the hotel with the Eternity Devil. You know, you get Denji having this, you know, him slicing it up and, you know, drinking the demon's blood and fighting it for 3 days straight. You know, they have the quick flashback where, you know, he's talking about like, man, to be good at this job, you got to have a couple screws loose. You know, it's like really intense and gory. And then once they get out, it goes back to just kind of being, I don't know, like you can just feel like the sadness and despair on people after that and how they're all just kind of shaken up. But, you know, you got some people been doing it for a long time. So like shit like this doesn't really faze them. You got the newer people who are just on this edge. And then it just ends with Denji getting thrown up in his mouth and, you know, then potentially almost getting laid at the end. I was just like, this just... And then also it has the best outro song in the entire, come on, series. Let's be real here.
A lot of great outro songs in this. Yeah, definitely. I fully agree. What are you looking forward to the most about this movie coming up? Essentially, I mean, with no spoilers, but the spoilers. It says on the website, it's called the Bomb Devil Arc. So,
the finale.
Love bombing is very high in this arc for sure.
We love a good love bomb.
I don't agree with that, but
are you the love bomber or the bombee though?
I have felt both casualties of said explosions.
Being the bomber is fun.
Well, of course.
Being the bombee can sometimes be fun.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes it can be fun. You know what? Sometimes it can be fun for sure.
Sometimes it can be fun.
But you're all right. So you said the ending of it, 80.
Yeah,
which I don't remember. I haven't read it in quite some time. I'm interested. The Shark Fiend is who I'm ready to see.
That's a part of it. That part is a part of it.
Yeah. So I just specifically remember enjoying the Shark Fiend in this, as fiendish as he is. LJ, what are you looking forward to?
The animation, completely.
Absolutely.
I saw they're doing it in 3D too. I'm not gonna do 3D because 3D makes my head hurt.
They offered this in 3D laser 4D. The fucking movie with the 3 screens that I didn't. I was like, bro, just give me a standard movie, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they got the IMAX, they got the super screen, they got the Dolby Cinema here.
I was like, oh, that's too expensive. Just give me a regular movie.
Did they give him a popcorn bucket?
I'll take a look.
See if they got a pop because Demon Slayer got a popcorn bucket.
In Japan, here's theaters with exclusive Pochita popcorn budget. Crunchyroll member exclusive. Pochita popcorn bucket. I don't know. Stay tuned. I don't buy any of the popcorn buckets, so doesn't really matter to me.
I'm reaching that phase of my life where I'm like, dang, are popcorn buckets cool to me?
The answer is no for me. I don't even buy popcorn in the movie anymore.
Oh, whoa, brother!
Gets stuck in my teeth, and then
I done wisened up and got the floss with me.
Oh, man, wow! Okay,
listen. I may not always get the large joint, but a popcorn and a Coke, every movie.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
You can't beat it.
Wow.
It's the classic cinema experience, bro.
Bro, what? Give me the large popcorn in the
large
combo.
Large, okay.
As long as you're not ordering food for real, like unless you're going to one of.
Well, no, I'm not getting food, actual food. No.
You know what I hate though is that there's a theater near me. I do like. It's like walking distance from my house. It's like one of those older theaters. They only show 2 movies. They only have 2 screens in there. Like the floors are sticky. It's great. Then the tickets there are mad cheap, but they still keep like regular concession prices there. And I'm just like, hey man, I'm like, we need to talk about this. Like, y'all can't have the full like great cheap movie experience here and then still have these concession prices. Like, let's lower these down like $1 or $2.
They probably told you go eat a dick. They probably
in their head mentally. Like, who the fuck is this guy thinking?
Yeah, I'm like, you don't know movie economics. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, bro, the ticket was already $8. You might as well give me this popcorn for the same price.
Man, you say get the fuck out of here. But listen, man, grab a snack, grab a Coke. You the official lookout meal of the movie, a Coke and a popcorn. I will be getting one of those. But grab yourself something and then come back next week because we will be going over this movie in full. The funnest part of the movies, the weirdest part of the movies, the sexiest part of this movie. We got all of it going down. So thank you guys for tuning in. Of course, you can follow us on the lookout. Shout out to us, 500 subscribers on YouTube. It took us a minute, more than a minute, but we got there. 500 subscribers on YouTube. Continue to subscribe. Continue to head over to the YouTube page where you can listen to full episodes of the podcast and then get any additional content that may be uploaded over there. Follow us on Instagram. Continue to support us on Instagram, Twitter, at this point. Follow us individually on Twitter. How about that? Argue with us, you know?
Yeah. Please. Listen, I'm always down for a good argument.
Yeah.
And as I have cleaned my act in the past few years, there will be no threatening.
Hey man, listen, just if you wanna threaten him, just talk about how Tani had the best singular.
No,
game.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's be real about this. Let's be real. Cool. He had one game.
I mean,
but that's not gonna like he raised his career postseason batting average to what, a whopping 224.
They said it's his best singular postseason game.
And guess what?
That's ever existed.
Does that cancel out the other 0-4 games he was having and getting carried into a World Series? He didn't even deserve the. Listen, all I'm saying is this. Thank you for the sirens.
I try to mute him, but go on.
No, it's all good. Leave them in here. That's like my funk flex bomb.
Sure.
Listen, all I'm saying is this. Let's not act like this guy has been just the shining star this postseason's run for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He had one great game. Cool. Whatever. Who cares? He was carried last year. Got carried most of this postseason until this last game. I don't want to hear it.
argue with
man.
him. Hit him up at only@LJ on Twitter, and come if you dare about any Otani stuff. But stay for the anime stuff. Follow myself and Meelz TV on Twitter. Follow AD at 1ADZL. Did I get that right?
Yep.
Oh, there we go. And talk to us. You know what I'm saying? But until then, we will see you guys next week after the Chainsaw Man movie, the Reze Arc, as I like to call it. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.